Creating a headshot for use in social profiles like this social platform Behance is a fairly simple and straightforward procedure. I'm going to create a headshot for this area here in my social profile for Behance, and I will use the Photobooth application. So you can search for it. It'll be in the applications folder, and there I am. And you'll notice that there's a red button at the bottom here, right down there. That's it. And if you click on that, it gives you a 3 count, smile. You look at the camera, and it drops into your tray. Now, if you hit the escape button, it kind of collapses the stage there. You can drag your photo out onto the desktop, just like that. And then if you control click on your photo, you can say open with and choose the type of software that you want to use to open your file. In this case, I'm going to use Adobe Photoshop Creative Cloud. It opens the file, and now we're going to use what's known as the cropping tool. The cropping tool is located just right here. Now, there are a number of ratios that are preset for you. These are called aspect ratios, and they're different depending on which device you'll be using the image on. You know, this is an HD format here, the 16:9, a widescreen ratio. 4:5 is like a photographic ratio. But in our case, we're just going to use our custom setting of width, height, and resolution. And now that we've got that set, there we go. I'm going to set the width to 276 px. That's for pixels. And if you don't put that in, it might assume inches and create a giant head, which is not good. 276 px. And we're going to put the resolution, that's the density of pixels, we're going to put that at 96 pixels per inch, not per centimeter, but per inch. We've got that set. We can make some final adjustments to the cropping, make sure we've got what we want, and then we double click it. Now that we've cropped the image, we need to archive it. And when we archive a file, there's very specific information we need to provide. First of all, we're going to save this for use in the web. So we'll use File, Save for Web. Initially, it wants to give us the file format as GIF, but we're going to use the JPEG file format. So when archiving, one of the first pieces of information you need to give with an image is the data format. And we're going to use the Joint Photographic Experts Group format, or JPEG. And the second piece of information that you need to give is the degree of compression that you want put on that image. Obviously, the more compression you have, then the lower the quality. The less compression you put on an image, the higher the quality, and that's what we're looking at right here. And there are a number of other options for you here. Now that we've chosen the compression, we need to give it some additional information. What are we going to call this file? Well, we're going to give it our last name, all in lowercase, followed by an underscore, that's shift dash, and then our first name, again in lowercase, then underscore, and the word headshot, all in lowercase. Now you'll notice that it's automatically appended a 3-letter file extension. And this helps to identify the type of file that it is. We can also add metadata tags. So this is headshot, and all I need to do is hit the tab key and it puts it in there. We can even color code those tags if we want. It's also Jim's headshot, and I could put any relevant information in there that would help to increase the efficiency or the searchability of that image on the internet. So now that we've given it a name, we need to give it a location. Now I'm just going to save this out on my desktop. So we've given name, location, data format, and compression. Those are 4 pieces of information. And then we'll click Save, and it'll save our image out on the desktop. And then, of course, I can go to any of my social networks and I can replace these things. Now, the reason that I used 276 by 276 is that I found that when I loaded images any smaller than that, I got an error message.
Birthday girl's here!
And my wife is here, and she's just celebrating her birthday today. So there we go. And that concludes creating headshots for social profiles. I hope you have a good day.